कथा जी, हमने बात कर लिया एजुकेशन जर्मनी में कैसा है, आप क्यों गई वहाँ पर, किस लिए जाना पड़ा, और एजुकेशन की बात होगी। हम लाइफ की बात करें, आपको एज ए स्टूडेंट जर्मनी में कैसा लगा? हाउ पीपल ट्रीट यू, हाउ योर क्लास फेलोज ट्रीटेड यू, यू आर द ओनली गर्ल फ्रॉम इंडिया। तो लाइफ इन जनरल के बारे में बताइए, क्योंकि वहां पर भी आपको कभी लगता होगा आज पिज्जा खाने चलते हैं, आज पिक्चर देखने जाते हैं, या आज मॉल घूमते हैं, चीजें होती है। उसके एक्सपीरियंस कैसा रहा आपका जर्मनी में?
तो मैं जर्मनी में गई थी बैक इन 2017। तो तब इतना इंडियन पॉपुलेशन नहीं था जर्मनी में जितना अभी है। अभी काफी बच्चे जा रहे हैं जर्मनी में बिकॉज दे हैव अंडरस्टूड की व्हाट्स द स्कोप, एंड ऑफ कोर्स lot of different countries have opened their
मैंने
doors.
सुना कि वहाँ पढ़ाई थोड़ी फ्री भी है, इज इट ट्रू?
Yes, it's completely free. तो मैंने अपना मास्टर्स जो किया था, तो the only expense that I had as a student living there was the rent that I paid, and everyday life में जो cost of living रहता है was the only expense. So I did not pay any tuition. I did pay a small semester contribution to the university, but I did not pay any tuition.
तो खाना का वहाँ कैसे खाती थी? दाल सब्जी रोटी भी मिलती है क्या?
नहीं, मम्मी ने काफी अच्छे से बैग्स पैक करके दी थी। हाँ। तो अच्छा था। दाल
2 साल तक वही दाल खाती रही?
नहीं, so initially डिफिकल्ट था बिकॉज नहीं पता क्या चीज कहाँ मिलेगी, कैसे मिलेगी, ऑल ऑफ दैट। बट वंस यू स्टार्ट लिविंग, फिर तुम बाहर निकलते हो, तुम एक्सप्लोर करते हो, तो यू अंडरस्टैंड कि दिस कैन आल्सो बी यूज्ड इंस्टेड ऑफ दिस। सो फॉर एग्जांपल, हम कुछ सब्जी खाते हैं, उनकी सब्जी अलग होगी, बट इट कैन बी क्लोज और इट कैन बी यूज्ड और कुक्ड इन द सेम वे दैट वी कुक फ्यू ऑफ आवर सब्जीज और करीज इन इंडिया। तो मैंने वैसे करके थोड़ा एक्सप्लोर किया, अंडरस्टैंडिंग बेसिक प्याज टमाटर एवरीथिंग इज वेरी बेसिक, तो वो सब तो मिल जाता था। एंड देन आई थिंक दी मैगी इज दी बेस्ट फ्रेंड फॉर एवरी स्टूडेंट लिविंग आउटसाइड ऑफ इंडिया।
कभी रेस्टोरेंट में जाके भी सोचा कि वहाँ चाइनीज फूड, सॉरी जर्मन फूड भी ट्राई किया कभी?
हाँ, जर्मन फूड खाया। जर्मन फूड यूनिवर्सिटी में लंच ब्रेक्स में जर्मन फूड, कैफे जर्मन था तो जर्मन फूड ही मिलता था।
जर्मन फूड में क्या होता है?
It's more they don't have a lot of vegetarian options, it's more meat. तो चिकन रहता है, रेड मीट ज्यादा रहता है।
लेकिन हमारी तरह का वो चिकन नहीं होगा ना, बटर चिकन था। उनका चिकन कैसा होता है?
ओवन में बेक्ड चिकन विद वेरी मिनिमल सॉस या स्पाइसेस। सॉल्ट एंड पेपर आई थिंक इज द ओनली स्पाइस दे यूज। एंड उसके अलावा फ्यू वेजिटेबल्स जैसे बेल पेपर्स रहेंगे साइड पे, या थोड़े ग्रीन्स रहेंगे, ब्रोकली है, कैरेट्स है, बॉइल्ड कैरेट्स, कॉलीफ्लावर्स, मेनली वही फूड रहता था उनका। And potatoes, they eat a lot of potatoes. So potato salad and potato sauce, mashed potatoes.
Did you gain weight there or lose weight?
Initially, I lost weight, but then I started eating a little bit of meat and all of it. So that's what helped me gain weight then later.
Okay. And what about German beer? Is it good, really good?
Oh yeah, I think.
Is it available in university campuses also?
You're allowed to carry beers during your free classes.
Okay.
Yes, and public consumption is also allowed in Germany. So it's not unlike US where you have to carry alcohol in a brown bag and you cannot drink outside in parks.
Oh.
Is not the case in Germany. You are allowed to drink outside in parks, and you don't have to hide your alcohol.
Like college canteen. What do they call college canteen? Something
yes,
must be.
Cafe or Mensa.
So beer is available there.
No, they did not sell alcohol inside, but you can carry your own.
You can carry your own. So any particular experience in Germany which you think you would like to share with the listeners here? Something interesting or something spicy?
Spicy, not sure, but yeah, life is very different. I lived in Berlin, so Berlin is a very, very party.
When you think of Berlin, you think of Hitler. Do the people talk of Hitler there?
No, they don't. It's a taboo, I think, that they don't discuss or they don't talk or they don't want to talk about it because I think they're still living in that guilt of what
happened there.
Yes, what their predecessors had done.
Are there still any prejudices against the Jews there?
No, I don't think so. I haven't. I hadn't had the chance to see any, but I did not know any Jew personally.
Hmm.
So I could not have I could not have thought or I could not have talked about them about their
Oh,
experience living
okay.
in
What
India.
about your experience? You are going to tell us something?
Yes, I think in Germany, my experience was very different from India right from the beginning till
Hmm.
the end. Everything was different. Right from like how they have you buy a bag of milk to have you go out and have your food, everything was different. So
Hmm.
in general it's a very good experience. I got to learn a lot about their culture,
Hmm.
how the living of people, how they prefer to live their lives. Everything is very different. In fact, it's very different. All the three countries that I've lived in so far, the way of living is very drastically different in all the three countries.
No, you see, in India, sexual exploitation is very common. What
Correct.
was your experience there? What did you feel there? What was the atmosphere there?
I did not experience any such thing while living in Germany or even in the US.
Hmm.
Whereas in India, of course, you experience it even subtly. You have that experience in
Yeah.
your everyday life when you try to when you're mobile and you try to move around, or when you're like even going to a grocery shop, you experience some form of sexual soliciting
Why is
or
it so in India? It's called to be a sacred country or sacred people, religious people. Why is in India?
I think
Why
it's
there's
more
always
with
sex on the people's
the
mind here?
I think
As
it's
a
more with
student of psychology, maybe you have
correct.
an answer.
I think it's more with the mindset, and it also partially has to do with education or how we portray our women. I think right from generations, there's been this image where women should be on the back seat when men talk. So I think men women more are more of an object in India rather than
Oh,
another gender or another human being who shares the same platform
it's
as
very
men.
sad, very sad.
Very sad. Yeah,
But
the state of the state right now is very sad.
do you think women can do something to do remedy this situation?
Definitely, I think, but it's more than women. I think men themselves should start changing their mindset or at least try to educate each other that women is not an object. It's more that they are the same, they are the opposite gender, maybe biological differences, but apart from that, I don't see any cognitive or cognitive differences between the two
But don't
uh,
you think the mothers
sex.
themselves feed uh, that that mindset into their children? Isn't it? Somewhere the
Correct.
mothers are also very responsible for that.
Correct. I think yeah, that boils down to education, the lack of education, the lack of awareness is what it boils down to.
Mm-hmm. The preference for the male child. That all is the mostly the women who want a male child more than
Correct.
what the man.
Correct.
Mm.
Yes, that again, same thing comes down to awareness and education. People think that males would always bring in more money. I don't think that's the case in today's day
Mm.
and age. Women have been everywhere, not like it's not only limited to Earth. Women have been on the moon as well. So I
Yeah.
don't know why that mindset is is still existing, still exists within our community.
Now you have been in Germany. Now you are in USA, and we are talking about women empowerment. Or what message you will give to like to give to the other girls who are still in India who have not gone abroad? Maybe they have not seen it. So after seeing all that, what you have seen in Germany and USA, what message you will give to the girls in India?
Sure. So I think the first message that I would definitely like to give to people or the girls, especially women or girls who have not been outside, is if you really want to go outside, you should definitely take that step because it's I would just put it, one hell of a learning curve and one hell of an experience that you will
Going
have.
abroad.
Yes, definitely. Living on your own makes you learn so much in life, makes you more humble, makes you more grounded, and definitely makes you much more smarter. Street smart for sure when you live outside on your own. So if you want to do it, take that step. If you're not able to convince your parents, sit down with them, have a one-on-one, explain them, give them solid reasons why you want to go outside, why you want to do that, why you want to make those choices, and yeah, for sure, you should definitely take that step and you reach out to people who have been outside for.
Nata, don't you feel that the working women in India are looked down upon? Like you see, if a working girl is to get married in India, the in-laws will say that after the job, after the marriage, she will have to
Correct.
quit the job. And why is it so? Why this prejudice against the working women?
That's a very interesting question. I don't think we have an answer. If we had an answer to that question, we would have solved it. I don't know where it stems from. It's more that, okay, we are getting a new daughter-in-law, so she should be able to take care of her house, and the mother-in-law might maybe wants to go on a longer vacation. That's why that thing ki job chhod do, abhi ghar pe baitho, ghar ka karo, all of that, the pressure of having kids, not, I don't know, because I think we not people are not serious about their career, or the again it comes down to the end goal is to earn money and not doing what you like or how you want to pass your time, or how it's only about taking care of the house, looking after kids, but there's no life outside of that for the women right now.
Kada, recently a woman asked me that I'm getting a marriage proposal from a very good family, but their only condition is that I should quit working after marriage. But it's a very prosperous family, socially very highly placed. So, what advice should I give her?
I don't think we are in the you and I are in the position of giving advice or making a decision on their behalf. It's on them what they want to
No,
prioritize.
they say
I'm not shaming them for not prioritizing their career over working for family. People have different priorities. She might like to stay at home, work, um, instead of leaving the career behind that she was being she was successful in. So it's always at the end it comes down to the person, what your priorities are. You set your priorities straight. You might want to look after your family and give up working. That's fair, that's your choice, that's your decision, and you have to live with it for the rest of your life. Some people can also choose their careers over not getting married to people who ask you to families into families who ask you to leave jobs. So it's completely on that individual's discretion, and I don't think anybody else can help them in this matter.
Nata, you see, I find that in India there's a perception that some careers are for men only and not for women.
Definitely.
Did you come across any such prejudice?
In outside of India, no, not really. But
India, did you come across?
definitely. I mean, it comes down to like very fundamental. For example, I have friends who are doctors, and then when they were choosing their expertise, there were guy friends were telling we cannot go and become gynecologists, whereas females were telling we cannot go and become orthopedics. So that's an example that I can think of
In
right
India.
now. Yes. But I have seen all sorts of I have seen outside of India. I've seen female orthopedics and male gynecologists outside of India. So I don't know why that still is the case in 2023.
So we Indians are interesting people for the whole world, no?
We definitely are. I think more than us, it's more it's our food. It's our food. But I think the scope of our food is very limited in their head. So all my friends, all my non-Indian friends thought we eat paneer, but palak paneer every day.
Paratha.
So yeah, that we have a very interesting for them too. Our mannerisms, our everyday life, our way of living is very different from a lot of. But I think that's what culture is, right?
Let's proceed to another field, should we?
Sure.